This is the Unshadowed Thought Podcast with James Hall. This podcast is dedicated to Michelle Goyevich, Ed White, Caitlin Treacle, and I Chan, and also all the others that have lost their life as a direct result of psychiatric harms.
All right, day 9. Let's see. So, interesting stuff happening. Not too wild or anything, but so my back pain, that low back pain that I had developed, is totally gone. My regular back pain is still there, but the back pain that had come on during the fast is gone entirely. Really interesting. About 4 days, it came on strong. It was really unpleasant, and then just started diminishing. Completely gone now. I slept fine last night. No big deal. Yesterday, I felt like the roof of my mouth had got punched. Um, kind of made it a little bit, it just a little painful to swallow. Um, just kind of hurt my mouth a little bit. It was really weird and odd. Never really had a sensation like that on the roof of my mouth. Maybe in my throat. Maybe it's the very, very top of my throat and just feels like the back of the roof of my mouth. I don't know. It just feels like the roof of my mouth. Had people look in there. Nothing visually odd going on. However, that's diminishing. It started diminishing yesterday. It's diminished even more today. I can still definitely feel it today. It's still there. It's still prevalent. It's just reduced from what it initially was, which is really interesting. Another symptom just kind of coming on and then reducing away. Waking up in the morning is hard. So I get up, I kind of feel good laying down. I get up, start moving around, and then I just get really sluggish, really foggy, really unpleasant feeling. And it's kind of tempting me like to break the fast. I feel just icky, and I'm just like, I don't know if this is good. I can feel my heart beating hard when I'm moving around doing stuff. Um, just a lot of sensations are generally associated with negativity, but I'm trying to overlook that stuff. I know this stuff is natural. The sensations are natural. I don't get like sudden, like rapid heartbeat or anything like that. It's not like that. Just as I'm doing things, I can just feel my heart beating kind of hard, which I don't think is a bad thing at all. So all these unpleasant things happening like at once to me, and I'm just like, this is a bad idea. Even in the morning when I'm breathing, um, my breath feels a little short. But here's the thing: as the day goes on, as I'm up and I'm moving around, even if I'm sitting and then get up, even if I'm resting and get up, just as I'm awake, all of these stuff starts to resolve. Like it does not hang around for that long, and I just feel better. And as the day gets going, I feel fine. So I just not taking that as a negative. I just need to be patient, listen to my body, and wait for it to kind of get going in the morning. But it is adverse. It is difficult to deal with. So heads up to anyone thinking about it. It's certainly something you could run into. Aside from that, I don't. Nothing else is really going on. I'm just chilling. I'm just hanging out. I'm in this for the long haul, essentially. Keep reading. So I think psychology comes in pretty big on this. I've read it multiple times in different places and from different people, and heard from different people that well, you got to stay positive during the fast. You got to have a positive environment. Don't watch crap. Don't don't like give in and indulge your negative thoughts. Um, Yesterday, my wife started looking up kind of negative stuff about the fast to see if something bad could happen, and I'm not going to discourage that. Like it's information I want to know. You know, she got like super sketch on it. I At the end of the day, I'm doing what I think I should do. The good evidence is huge. The negative stuff is like virtually nil, but there is stuff out there. Lots of people have already told me, like, personally, you're going to starve, you're starving yourself. It's just utter BS. So, people have to provide evidence. You have to have evidence of this stuff. Show me the studies. Show me the valid stuff that's descriptive, that shows in detail, this is starvation, and I'll believe it. But all I have right now is extremely descriptive and detailed accounts of people fasting and improving their lives to some degree, and virtually no risk of negative consequence. If done rationally, if done thoughtfully, if done considerately, and if you listen to your body. So yeah, that's where I'm at. So I'm just saying now, positive psychology is essential to the fast. It's one of the essential components. Reading some of the literature, it sounds like people that even going to the fasting clinics are scared to fast, and then they think they're gonna die during the fast, and it doesn't help things. So you want to avoid that. I don't think you want to fast if you're scared. If you were scared and you went to a clinic and they decided it was a good idea, I'm sure you could do it in there where you're talking to a doctor every day and seeing other people fast every day. I'm sure that'd be an acceptable condition. But if you're going to do it on your own or do it in a different manner, don't do it out of fear, or at least don't start it with fear. If you end up getting really fearful during the fast, like really fearful, and you think it's inhibiting things, you don't think you can let go of that fear, you should break the fast, in my opinion. So, yeah, that's kind of my thoughts for today. Today, I'm hoping it gets better. I feel a little rough. It's not like it's some symptom-based thing physiologically. It's just, I feel just wonky, kind of a little wonky today. Like, my energy is fine. I just feel wonky in my head. But I sometimes ask myself, did you feel this way before the fast? And I did. Like, I would have days, like, it's going to be windy today. Wind seems to really provoke my symptoms after TMS. And today, we've got a wind warning. So, yeah. So I can't really say much about that because I would have felt wonky whether I was fasting or not. But happy with how my body's doing. Happy with everything else. So, just get through today. And then tomorrow's day 10. Super stoked to hit day 10 and see if maybe emotionally I get some improvement, or rather just 10's a marker. 10's like maybe I'm 33% there, maybe I'm 25% of the way there, maybe I'm half the way there. I don't know. We'll see how it goes, but I was reading up more on when to end the fast and stuff, and if my hunger returns like in a strong way, I'm going to end the fast, or if I start seeing signs of starvation or anything, I'm going to end the fast. But so I don't know when exactly that will come. I know for some people it seems like 21 days is kind of a natural end to the fast as well. So kind of looking to the 20-day mark, 30-day mark, 40-day mark, and I'm really curious how I'll handle all those kind of marks, or if I'll even make it there. But yeah, I appreciate you listening. This one's a little bit shorter, but not a lot of change. Improvement in my back, mouth's improved. Looking forward to maybe some days where I don't have like weird stuff popping up. And on the flip side, I'm grateful that my body is working and is doing stuff. I see that as evidence of healing and evidence of change. For me at this point, all change is good. I know there's negative stuff that could happen, but I'm not open to that right now. I'm only open to the good stuff. So changes I see, they're good, and that's it in my mind. So that's where I'm at. Thank you so much for listening. Really appreciate it. I hope you're having a good one. Take it easy.